You can do it. Sorry.
How am I supposed to
Picture error, picture error.
Arc and velocity.
Picture error. All right, going up high. Should melt this butter because it's
Take the butter out of the mixing bowl once you put it in there because you're going to need to melt it.
so much easier when there's no cameras around.
Okay. You ready for your close-up?
I am.
Lights, camera, action. Hey everybody, it is Thanksgiving today and I am with my lovely mother and she's going to be making some recipes with me today.
I am.
Thank you for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having me. It's lovely to be here.
Good, I'm so glad that you're glad to be here. So what are we going to be making today?
We're going to make pumpkin pie, a family tradition, and we're going to make sweet potato casserole, which is another family tradition which I got from your father's mother after we got married.
Yes, and I have been eating this sweet potato souffle ever since I was little, so it is a family tradition and I'm so glad that you're keeping it alive.
We love it.
And I'm going to be showing you guys, or I'm going to be showing you and you guys how to make roasted rainbow carrots for the Thanksgiving spread, and it is going to be so good. So
They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. Even uncooked, they're beautiful.
Exactly, they really are. So it's a very easy recipe to make while creating a beautiful, colorful dish for your guest. So I'm really excited about going back and forth and sharing these recipes. And before we get started, we're going to show you guys a design style that we're using to set our Thanksgiving table. So we'll do that first, and then we'll get cooking.
Sounds good.
Do you think we can handle all this?
I don't know, but we've got today to do it.
One day, lots of dishes, time is going now. So
Right.
Stay tuned guys because these recipes are gonna we're going to show you guys our design tip for setting the table. So this is a design challenge. Dun dun dun! So yes, you can call in your votes on who won. But Mom is going to start by showing you her way on how she will roll the napkins.
Okay. To me, it's just a simple roll it up.
So you basically do it burrito style is how you're doing it. You roll it and stuff it.
I think she's being like Brown Rabbit, throw me in the brown.
No, I was describing how you were doing it.
I think
So
she knows her ID's already better than mine.
I'm not saying
I
anything.
think she practiced.
I'm not showing my cards. This is my poker face.
This is mine. At the top and flared at the bottom
Yes, okay.
with the line and the rule of thirds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe too far in the thirds, but.
Okay, so this is how you would do it, right? So let's show it to the crowd over here. So there it is. That is a rolled napkin. So I like to do a little squish in the center. And so in order to make that happen, you just want to push this together like so and pull your napkin through. And then I want to emphasize it flaring at the tips. So I call this the bow design. So then it just gives your napkins a little bow flare on your plate like so.
Oh, beautiful.
So it looks like a little bow tie.
That's gorgeous. Hers is gorgeous.
Yours is beautiful
I've
too.
been one-upped by a millennial, whatever they call themselves.
The millennial generation. So does this mean that we're going to go with the bow look this year?
We're going with the bow?
We're going with the bow. Okay, so we'll get all of these put together in the bow and then we will take them out and put them at the dining table and have them ready for these dishes.
Crunch it in the middle?
Yeah, well you don't have to crunch it in the middle. You just need to squish these together so they'll go through the ring. And then you just need to pull through so that they show on top. And I like to have where the arch side of the napkin is on top, so that, there we go, look.
I'm such a fast learner.
Fast learner. See, that's how fast you can learn how to do this, just like that.
Exactly.
Okay, it's Thanksgiving and it's turkey time on the grill.
Hey everybody, it is Thanksgiving Day and we are in Cape Coral, Florida. How do you feel about your new Florida place?
It's very nice. We are proud and blessed to be down here. It is a nice environment to be in, and it's warm.
I know, we are not used to the warm weather this time of year being in Georgia. We're used to it being like freezing. So these sunny temps are glorious. So today I am with my dad and we are grilling a turkey rotisserie style on the grill. And he's gonna show me the tricks of the trade on how to get it done. Do you think we can manage this?
I surely hope so, or we'll go hungry.
I love also the salt box, guys. We got this from Amazon. It is just a nice little, it's got a little magnetic feature to it. Snazzy.
We're going to use that again on the other side. Let's do this side first.
So what is this?
This is black, fresh ground pepper.
We're gonna get that salt and pepper vibe. I like it.
Then we're going to use some barbecue seasoning.
And what is this one called?
This is called bone sucking sauce seasoning and rub. It's a good mild, it's got paprika.
Bone sucking. Man, that smells good.
I'm going to do it generously, and for a little kick, I love Tony Crutchley's Creole seasoning.
Ooh, Creole seasoning. Man, this is starting to look a little like a Christmas tree. It's just so vivid and colorful.
We're going to do this side.
So you gotta do both sides. That's a key, guys. You can't just do one side and say perfect, call it a day. You gotta make sure the bottom side is gonna taste just as good as the top side.
Start with the Tony's over here first.
So is there a method to layering this, or is it kind of just mixing it all in?
It's just mixing all in. We're not going to be fancy here. This is Thanksgiving and we're going to have a good time with it. This is more fresh black pepper. Fresh. And some more of the bone sucking sauce.
Ooh.
And as always, when you're messing with raw meat and poultry especially, always wash your hands with soap and water.
Wow, that looks so beautiful. Like the mixture of the black and the orange. It's beautiful. And I have to say, when you put on this stuff, this bone sucking sauce, seasoning and rub, I smelled it. It had a great smell to it when you put it on. It smells so good.
Okay, what we're going to do is this needs to set for about a half hour to an hour, and we're going to put it back, wrap it with plastic and put it back in the refrigerator to keep it nice and cool until we're ready to put it on the spit and onto the grill.
Got you. So hour in the fridge, onto the spit, then the grill.
Yes.
Perfect. I think we can handle that, guys.
Okay.
This is the behind the scenes. We're getting the close-up shots. Gotta show the beauty of this colorful seasoning that you've done here. All right, and action. Look at that. It's just like a spinning Christmas tree.
Excellent. All right, now we're going to add some water into the drip pan below it.
Oh, why do we do that?
Add steam under the cook box.
Makes sense. That's a good point. So it's going to keep the moisture in the turkey so it doesn't dry out. That's a good tip, guys. Putting a little layer of water in your tin will make sure, whoa, really spin there. So that make sure that it creates steam and make sure turkey nice and moist. There's nothing better than a moist turkey on Thanksgiving Day, right?
Right.
So now, what are the next steps?
We're going to let it cook and brown skin with the infrared for probably about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. See how the skin looks. And then we'll turn the infrared off and just let it cook in the heat on the side burners. And just close the lid down to keep the heat in.
Okay. So now we're going to close the lid and let it cook for a bit.
Yep.
All right, so we'll close it. We're going to keep monitoring it. But as of right now, we just got to let the grill do its work.
Right, we are now going to make our family sweet potato casserole, which is delicious. And we've added a few things to it since Grandmother Pratt gave it to us. Hers actually had mandarin oranges on top. Mine actually has pecans and
Here comes the key ingredient.
brown sugar all around the outside, and in the middle are marshmallows.
Aww.
So we make it ooey gooey.
Very, very gooey.
Absolutely.
So I am here as moral support and to help with all the ingredients and stuff, but Mom is going to break down all the ingredients and mixing it together and all of that action. So,
Sounds good. All right, will you open the 2 cans of sweet potatoes? Normally we actually cook our sweet potatoes and I buy the reddest sweet potato or yams that I can find, because the redder it is, the sweeter it is. But this year we had so much going on, moving into our new home and getting furniture and things in place, that we actually, we don't have a spoon, so we got to grab that.
we gotta grab a spoon.
Yeah. So here we go.
We're just gonna dump it in, the good old dump test.
See, new stuff, that's what I meant. Well, we got new stuff, so
And then
now.
use one of my spatulas.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Use my Christmas spatula.
Yay! I like this. You won't
Because
reach,
it's like-
but
Oh, well, we're improvising. Yeah, I love that over the years we really just made it uniquely our own. We just added and finessed it. And it's a recipe that just keeps growing, which is nice, because I think that it's great when you
smaller.
keep a tradition alive, but then you also make it new and refreshing and add new tasty things to it. So that's what we've been doing here.
This is that new tool that they have that just reaches into everything, and
I
then it
love
just
that.
cuts.
I
and
love
like
the
it's
look of it
everything.
too.
Yeah, it's actually an ancient tool that was used years and years ago. I forget what it was called, but
Ancient tool.
it is actually. And now it is used it's a main utensil in cooking.
Ooh, that's interesting to know, because most spatulas would not get into that can. It
And
just
get
would not
everything
have
out of
it.
it. Yeah, it has kind of a little grip on it, a little curve to it that just helps you just get everything out of the can. And like if you're trying to get the mayonnaise out of the bottom of the jar, this is the thing to do it with.
Or
We
the
love
last-
mayonnaise.
Yes, she definitely loves mayonnaise. I do love mayonnaise too. I really love peanut butter. And there's nothing worse than not being able to get that last
I
scoop.
know, and this will get all of the peanut butter off the side of the jar. There will be none that goes into the trash can. None.
Exactly.
Without the peanut butter out of it. All right. So the next thing we're going to put in is 1/4 cup maple syrup, which is just
Oh, so delicious. So delicious.
absolutely. And then we're just going to stir the maple syrup and show them which maple syrup we use.
We
really
use-
do enjoy the one that we get at Whole Foods.
This is the 365 brand, and it's organic, and it tastes so good. So, we always like to get organic items and gluten-free items, sugar-free items as much as we can, because, whenever you can get those items, it's just better for your body, and it's creating more natural and no preservative food items. So we're really big into that.
Okay, now we're going to put in a 1/4 cup of flax milk. And I enjoy using flax milk because it's heart healthy. It's good for the heart. And also it helps in baking to help things to rise when you're not using eggs. And we're not using any eggs in this. So far it's paleo friendly and
vegan.
And vegan.
All of Mom is actually allergic to dairy and eggs, so when it comes to pastries and things like that, we always make things vegan because we want to avoid dairy and egg allergies at all times. So we always make vegan recipes that are pastries, but we are not vegan when it comes to eating meat and things like that.
Exactly. We just bake as a vegan.
Exactly.
3 tablespoons of butter. You do. You're an excellent cook.
That's how I've
Just
learned how to cook so much, is
Right.
because you and Dad love to cook, and it's just been
pop that
a
over in
cooking
there.
family that I have grown up in.
Absolutely.
All right.
So now we're going to put in a teaspoon of salt. And I like to use iodized salt because when I was growing up, iodized salt was the only salt we had. And now everyone's gone to sea salt, which we have too, but this is an iodized sea salt. So I like to use that because it helps with, it's a health issue. That everyone should have a certain amount of iodine in their diet. Now also a teaspoon of vanilla extract. A teaspoon of vanilla extract.
And it's in there. And then you need
Right.
some cinnamon.
Need a teaspoon of cinnamon and a half teaspoon of allspice.
Okay. And then is that it?
And some brown sugar. So we put in a lot of liquid contents, and now we want to put in something that's a little more solid again to help with
Even it out.
thickening. And then the next thing we're going to put in for thickening is some cornstarch, because we're not using eggs, but we're going to need something to thicken this up. So we're going to use 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And now we're going to use our blender, and we're just going to blend all of this together.
Which, when the whisk in the blender comes out, that's my favorite part, Mom. And you know why?
Oh no.
That means it's time to dance in the kitchen. So, cue the music. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good. It smells sweet potatoes on Thanksgiving. It's truly remarkable.
This is going to make a delicious topping that's going to go around the outside. And then in the middle will go the marshmallows. So first we're going to put in our cup of pecans that are already chopped up. So that's perfect. Then we're going to put in our rolled oats. Right, then we're going to put in the brown sugar, which that, when it's baking, just really crystallizes and holds all of this topping together. Now we're going to put the butter in there. All right, blend this together. And actually, we probably should melt this butter because it's
Take the butter out of the mixing bowl once you put it in there, because you're going to need to melt it.
so much easier when there's no cameras around. 3 ounces of melted butter. This is the topping for the sweet potato casserole.
And I'm going to start these roasted carrots. So we're going to start off by cutting off the tops on these while she mixes those up. Wow, that is looking so good.
This is the delicious topping for the sweet potato casserole. Topping all the way around.
Wow, so you're putting the pecan topping just around the rim,
Yes.
right? Okay.
And then we're going to put the marshmallows in the middle just before we're finished cooking.
Wow.
They won't go on right away.
I did too. And I don't know what happened to this carrot, but it's huge.
It is.
That is a huge carrot. Now, why is it that you put the pecan crusting at the bottom?
Because it'll make a nice caramelized, crunchy base to your pumpkin pie. Or we put it on the top.
Base. Where if we put it on the top, it will do what?
That it has basically the same effect, but this is just a different way of layering it.
Yeah, because you don't want your pumpkin pie to have a crunchy top. That just takes away from the whole pumpkin pie feeling. So I like that you put it on the bottom because it really does give a nice crunch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drizzle some olive oil on all of these carrots and make sure that they're nice and evenly coated. Some Italian seasoning, and I want to sprinkle that onto the carrots to give them a little flavor. Then what you want to do is you just want to take some salt, sprinkle that on to the carrots like so. And Mom's over there researching on her iPad. You know you're at the shot.
I'm catching up with people. Sorry.
Are you taking a Facebook break in the middle of Thanksgiving?
Important emails.
Second I take over and start showing my carrot recipe, she's over there on Facebook seeing how everybody's Thanksgiving's looking. I see how it is. I'm on my own.
Sorry, I thought I was off camera. I thought I was taking a quick.
We can see you. So after you take your salt and your Italian seasoning and put a generous amount all over your carrots like so, then you're ready to put these in the oven to bake. We're just gonna bake them at the same temperature as the sweet potato soufflé that is already in the oven.
That's gorgeous.
We are gonna take 1/2 cup of flax milk and we're gonna pour that into the mix in a bowl like so. And then we're gonna take 1/2 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna put that into the mixing bowls. Now we're gonna take 1/3 cup of maple syrup and we're gonna add that in. And while we're doing that, can you open up the 2 cans there?
Where is the can
So
opener?
you wanna add, oh, it's back in that drawer back there. So you wanna add 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree to your mix. And that's gonna give it, of course, that pumpkin flavor that is oh so good. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some cornstarch and we are going to put 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch into this mix. Now what cornstarch does is it's gonna give you that thickeningness to it since we are not using eggs, right Mom?
Correct. I just
Of allspice.
I do not like this.
You have some troubles over there?
This is like glamping.
You want the kind that's electric, right?
I do like what I have in Atlanta.
1 tablespoon of allspice to this mix. We don't know what this is called, but it's so
I saw
handy.
on TV an infomercial last night. Someone was selling those. Martha Stewart's back behind the scenes cook was.
So you know it's good if it was in an info commercial.
Don't try.
Can you give a good old
The last
college
one gave
try?
you a pretty good whipping.
So while she is doing that, we are going to
Well, this
mix-
one is very easy, so
Oh.
there must be a problem with the other can.
It wasn't me, it was the can.
This has been way too easy for.
Look at that.
Exactly.
Look at you. Okay. So this one you only,
I'm maturing. I learned fast, see, I tell you. From one can, I flubbed it to the next can, perfection.
you learn new things every day. So with this one, you only want to put 1/2 can in here. You don't want to do the whole can.
Well, okay. I was gonna use both cans because I've got 2 tile shells.
Okay, we can put the whole can in there. Scratch that. We're putting all 2 cans in there. This is what happens when you start cooking with Mom. She starts altering my recipe while we're filming. It's fine. In here. When I said 1/2 can, I just sensed you over here.
We'll get all of the maple syrup in there.
I know, we gotta change our ratios. You know?
That's right.
We might have to add some more stuff.
I don't know.
So we need 1 tablespoon of that, or 1 teaspoon of that, I'm sorry. Dad's out there watching us struggling here. All right, there we go. Is that what the kids do these days?
I don't know. So good.
Wow, look at that pie, y'all. Wow, look at that. And we got whipped cream too. But we think we
do.
gotta stop because otherwise we're not gonna have enough for the next pie.
All right.
We'll have enough.
Clean that round.
Clean, not go unnoticed.
If there's too much rim around your second pumpkin pie, fill it with marshmallows just before you.
Hey, that's a good tip. Pies. Cheers.
Cheers.
You gotta tap my pie.
Cheers.
Cheers to the pies. These pies are so good. Why am I more excited about the pie than anything else?
I don't know. Pumpkin pie is what everyone looks forward to.
It is.
It's the dessert at Thanksgiving. The turkey's just a facade. And
Turkey's
everything
pretty
in
good,
between.
too. I think it's like pumpkin pie. I only eat it on Thanksgiving.
And you're right, we
You
do.
know, and
Thanksgiving
Christmas.
And Christmas.
That's why it's so special.
It is.
All right, let's put these in the oven. Ready?
All right, I'm ready. 1, 2, 3.
Go, go, go. Okay, well, now and we had some fun. Let's sprinkle it on top. We need some marshmallow sprinkle action. So what are you doing here? You just put it in the center? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
That's all?
It is. Just add some ooey gooey fun
So
to
this
it.
is the secret ingredient, guys. This is the ingredient that makes it ooey gooey, ooey ooey.
And a lot of people do use marshmallows on top, but they don't use the combination of the pecans and the oats and the
Marshmallows. Having that gives it a gooey crunch.
it does. It gives you the best of all worlds.
All the worlds in one souffle.
It is. It's beautiful.
Good job, Mom.
All right, now let's let it cook for just a few minutes longer and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, I'm excited. Woo, that's hot. I didn't have time to cool off. Put that back up and we'll put it back.
Put the onions in a little bit later because it doesn't take them as long to cook as it does these Brussels sprouts.
Oh, looks so good.
Just takes a little bit of time to keep it bright and fresh.
Look at that. Man, that looks so good.